Hello guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to create a budget tracker for absolutely free. So stick out until the end to see the complete tutorial. So here I am on my MacBook and I'll be showing you how you can create a spreadsheet on Google Sheets, which is completely free if you have a Google account, which most of you already have. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to open up Chrome. You're going to choose your Google account, and here you are in the home page. You're going to go here to Google Apps and scroll down until you find Google Sheets. My Google Sheets is here. Yours could be up here somewhere, and we're going to click there. Now once we're done that, as you can see, here I am on Google Sheets. Before I start, this is a good time to say that I'm not sponsored by Google in any way, and that they haven't sponsored me to do this video. Although Google, if you are watching, I would appreciate it if you did. So what we're going to do here is, as you can see, there's these projects which I've already done, and here you can delete them. You can also create a new spreadsheet. So that's a blank spreadsheet, an annual budget spreadsheet, a monthly budget spreadsheet, to-do list, investment spreadsheets, and a calendar. And if you click here on the template gallery, it actually opens up everything that you can do. So you can create a to-do list. This is like the personal section. This is like and then there's also work section, so you can create an invoice, a timesheet, business budget. As you can see, this template is in cooperation with Intuit QuickBooks, and there's also other reports and stuff that you can do based with these templates. So, however, what we're going to do is we're going to exit the template gallery, because we're just going to create a normal budget tracker, which is not going to be for every day, but it's going to be for every month of the year. And basically what you're going to be able to do is you just say how much you spent and the income, and that will basically say how much you have left at the end of the year, at the end of the month, in the end of the month, and of the end of the year. And based of that, you can put some money into savings, or you can save for something else. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on the annual budget option here, and that, after a few seconds, is going to open this annual budget tracker. So what I'm going to so here it basically says how you should use this template. It's really not that hard, but I'm going to be explaining it to you anyway. So here says the starting balance, so you can edit this however you seem fit. So if you have £1,000 in your bank account right now, then you're going to write £1,000. If you have 357, then that's what you're going to write. However, I'm going to keep this at 5,000 for now. Also, I'm going I'm going to be making this this tutorial based on so I'm just going to be making up the expenses and the income. So if you go, as you see down here, there's the setup, the expenses, and the income, and the summary. So these are the different tabs that you can open. So right now we're on the setup because it's blue. If we go here to expenses, then here it basically shows the different expenses. So here, if you have any children, you're going to write here under January how much you pay for their activities in January, as well as their allowance, medical needs, childcare, clothing, school, toys, and other. And there's also another section here that you can put pretty much whatever you want. So if, for example, you have a child that is very technological and likes a lot about and likes a lot of technology, then you can put technology here, and then you can put here, now like £50 a month, $50 a month goes to technology. However, I'm going to leave this blank, and here for the debt it's the same, and so as education, entertainment, and so on. And then for income, so I'll just be I'll just make something up. So if we go down here to, since this is a channel about technology, I'll be putting stuff in the technology section. So domains and hosting, let's say that's £7 a month, and since that could be a fixed charge, I'm just going to click this blue circle here. I'm not sure if you can see it, and I'm going to click on it and drag it along. Now what this is going to do is it's going to copy it for every one of these blocks. So I'm going to do that, and as you can see, now I've got £7 here, 77777. And here it's basic, this is literally like the total of this, and as you can see in January it's £7 for the domain and hosting, and here it says the total. And if, for example, you offer any online services, so let's say that's $5, then we're going to be doing that for that much for every month, apart from August because you're on holiday. So we're going to click on August and take that away. And also in December you're also on holiday, so we're going to take that away. For hardware, we can put £1,000 or $1,000, just a guess, and we're going to do that for every block. And let's say that you're a video editor and you use Adobe Creative Cloud, for example. That is, I think, about £55 every month. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm just going to drag this along. And then for other, let's put $10 and drag this along. Now let's say that, okay, so we're assuming that you're a video editor. So here, as you can see, the total here is 12,914. So this is the expenses. Now if we go to income and we say that the paycheck is $3,499 every month, we're going to drag this along, and then we're going to put 0 here and drag this along. Going to be doing the same for here and here and here, or you can just select and do this. This is by far the easiest way. And then here in the summary, it basically says, so as you can see here, this is the summary sheet. So here it says, no, please don't edit this sheet, but actually we're going to be editing it later. So however, here, just to get a brief understanding of what this is, here it says, so the green line is the income, as it says here, the red line is the expenses, and the grey line will be the ending balance. So as you can see, in this sheet I said that it started at $5,000, and as you can see, every month it went up, and obviously the expenses have been constant, and so has been the income. However, if we jump over to income and we say that this month, that in August we didn't make anything, we're going to take that away and put 0. Then here in the summary it shows the income go down, and so that's the green line, and as you can see the expenses have been still the same. They're still the same, they're still constant. However, the ending balance has gone down a bit. However, as long as the ending balance is not below your expenses, there's no problem. So, and as you can see here in the summary, if we go down to August, the net savings have gone down by 1,072. Now, you might say, but Samuel, I don't live in America. I don't use dollars. And that's what I'll be showing you now. So if we go here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything here. Okay, it's still currency, so if I put 10, it's going to come out like that. However, what I did is that I just selected it and clicked backspace, and that basically fixed it. And then I'm going to do the same for expenses. I'm going to just drag this and delete that. Okay, and then the setup. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change the currency. So to change the currency, as you can see here, it's $5,000. If I click here and I go up here to format and then number, we can click custom currency. And here, depending on what country you live in, there's going to be different. You're going to select the currency that your country uses. So, for example, if I live in the UK, which I do, I'm going to select British pound sterling, and that I'm going to click apply, and that has basically changed that for me. And if I go to expenses, I can select the bit, this bit, and click on format, number, go down to, it's going to come up here now. I'm going to click on British pound sterling and do the same for every other bit. So I'm going to do that, format, number, British pound sterling. Then I'm going to select this and go format, number, British pound sterling. However, and since, as you can see, I've got the hang of it now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag it all down because this all needs to be selected. And then I'm going to go to format, number, British pound sterling, and that has all done it for me. So as you can see, it's now changed from dollars to pounds. And for the income, I'm going to be doing the same. I'll just drag this all along and click format, number, British pound sterling. And then the summary, although it says please don't edit it, we are going to edit it because we can't have everything in pounds and then the summary page is in dollars. So what I'm going to do is here for the summary, as you can see this break, there's this break, I can't just drag it along and select the currency, it won't work that way. So I'm just going to select this block and go to format, number, British pound sterling, and here it says heads up, you're trying to edit part of this sheet that shouldn't be changed accidentally, edit anyway. So obviously, since we want it to be changed from dollars to pounds, we do need to edit it. So I'm going to click on don't show this again for 5 minutes and click OK. And that has been changed. Now, since I've clicked don't show this again for 5 minutes, this will let me edit the rest of this page with absolutely no problem. However, as you can see this summary, since I've changed here from dollars to pounds, this has also changed. So this tab, table has changed from dollars, which it was before. Like if I go back, I click undo, that is dollars, and if I go forwards, that is now pounds. And I'm going to be doing the same for income. I'll just select format, number, British pound sterling, and here it's all one big block, so I'll just be selecting it all and click format, number, British pound sterling. However, as you can see, this still says average dollar spent per category, and that is because although the numbers here, it says £1, 75 75p, have changed, so now it's in pounds and it used to be in dollars before. The title won't change because it's just the title of the table. Now to change the title, what we're going to do is we're going to double click this and we're going to go down here and click on, it's either this one, no, it's chart analysis titles, and here as you can see there's the title text and it says average dollar spent per category. Now I'm going to be clicking here, delete, and press pound. Okay, and then if we close this, that has been changed for us. Now remember that you can also do this for pretty much any currency. You can search it up. For example, if you live in Japan, you can just click here, format, number, and then we're going to go custom currency and write, for example, yen, and that shows up as the Japanese yen. Or if you live in Europe, you can write euro, and that shows up. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And you can also edit the sheet to your liking. So if, for example, there are some expenses that you don't need, so I would recommend to not touch the summary page until after that. So after that you've changed the currency, I would recommend to not touch it at all, because it's going to just fix itself automatically with whatever you put in the expenses and income column, income tab. So if I go here to expenses, if for example somebody doesn't have children, we can literally just take this bit out. And to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select this and drag it all down until we get here. And I'm going to right click and select delete rows 3 to 12. And that has basically just moved everything up. If somebody doesn't have any debt, so if they don't have any credit card debt, student loans or other loans, then they can also just drag this along and go down, right click and click delete rows 4 to 11. And they can do that the same for education. So if somebody is in education, then they're obviously going to leave that there. But if somebody doesn't, for example, since I'm in the UK, the NHS covers my health costs, so I can pretty much just take this out. And I'm going to click delete rows 44 to 50. Now, if you have, for example, if you own your home, you're not going to be needing the rent / mortgage. So we're just going to be selecting that line, and we can click delete row. That is obviously done the same by right clicking and selecting delete row. Insurance, if you don't have car insurance because you don't have a car, again you can just select, right click and click delete row. Or if you don't have life insurance, that's the same thing. You select it, right click, delete row. It's important to drag it all the way along and not to just end right there, because it could be slightly problematic. If you don't have any pets, again, what you can do is you're just going to drag this out, right click and click delete rows, and now you don't really have to care about this number. You just click there and that's done. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you want to, so now I'll just be filling this out as an example for you guys. So for tuition, let's say that you pay £100, and that is for every month of the year. By clicking the blue dot and holding it until the end, it basically just copies it in every little tab. For books, let's say that is £10. I'll just be selecting this and carrying it along. Music lessons, let's say that I don't have any music lessons. Again, I'm just going to be selecting it, right click, delete row. And let's say that that's it. And then for income, I'll put £500, and I'll be doing the same for everything else. Then if we go here to summary, then it basically says that the ending balance is going up, because as you can see, the income is much more than the expenses. So the expenses are 1,200 a year, when actually the income is 6,000 a year. And here it also says that the income is stable and that the expenses are stable, and the ending balance is gradually going up. However, this can obviously change depending on what you put into these sections. So for example, let's say that you're on holiday on August. I'm just going to click here and click backspace, and that's just going to be clearing that. And you're also going to be on holiday in July, so we're going to be clicking here. We could hit backspace, but if we go back, we can also right click and click oh no, actually the easiest way is just to to click it and click backspace. And if we do it like that, then if we go to summary, we can see that the balance, the ending balance is changing around here, and the income has gone from being stable to going down. And in this month between July and August, we have actually didn't have enough money to cover the expenses. And you can also see it here that under net savings, it's taken that off. However, if we go, for example, to expenses again, and we say that in September we didn't have any tuition or books, so we're going to click backspace. Here in the summary, it's also changed. I'm not sure if you can see, but down here, instead of being a straight line, it's gone down a bit and then gone up a bit again. Now, if let's say that's pretty much everything, and you want to either just save this to your thumb drive, or you just want to save it to your Google account, or you've just done 1 month and you want to save it in your Google account for the next month, what we're going to do is we're going to firstly go up here and we're going to change the name. So if we write, for example, annual budget 2024 to 2025, then we're going to click enter, and that saves. And then we're going to click on file, and then we can either move it or add a shortcut to drive. However, pretty much if we just want to exit this, we can just click here to the Google Sheets home button, and that really opens up. And here today it says the name, so that says annual budget 2024-2025. If I click here, that opens up, and the summary is going to be just the same, and you can edit it to your liking for the next month. And if we want to, let's say that you want to print it, then you can either if you don't have a printer, then you can save it and take it to your local library and print it, or to a printing shop. So to download it, what we are going to do is we're going to go down here and click download, and here you can choose how to download it. So that can be Microsoft Excel, so that .xlsx, an open document, PDF, web page, comma separated values, or tab separated values. And also, if you do have a printer at home and you want to print this, you can just go down here and click print, and then here it shows you how it's going to look like. So this is the current sheet, and if we go here, print, it says current sheet, but we can also select the whole workbook, so that will print not just the annual budget tracker, but also, so not just the home page, the setup page, but it's also going to print the expenses page. This is a continuation, the income page, and also the summary page, which if, for example, you're a business and you just want to get this printed out, then you can do that. You can also, so here there's just everything, and if you want to change the page orientation, for example, you can click portrait, and that prints it all like that, which I think actually looks slightly better, because you have most of your expenses here and then your expenses, the rest of your expenses here, the income, and the summary is all here on one big page. And you could also just not print this page. So for example, if we go here to selection and we just we can uncheck the summary if we don't need it and click apply, then the summary just won't come up. Now we're just going to cancel this, and we're going it saves automatically. All you need is internet access, which most of you I think probably have. And so we're just going to go to the Google Sheets home, and that's it for today's video. I hope that you like this video, and to support the channel, I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed, and I'll be seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Bye.